If you have one of these and you want to stay safe while using a phone, take a look at this. This is the new upgraded mount by VANMASS. So VANMASS has been a leader in the car mount space, and I've enjoyed using these over the past year or so, and we have one of these in pretty much all of our vehicles. So what we have here is the new universal mount. So this will work with your large Android phones, it'll work with your iPhones, iPhone Max, and etc. And this one in particular is going to be probably a little bit bigger, a little bit better for your bigger phones. So as with most VANMASS mounts, they're pretty much going to be complete and ready to go for multiple installations. So what you have is you have the modular mount, and then with this package you have two ways of mounting it. Technically it's three. So the first one is going to be with a suction mount, and the second way is going to be with a vent clip. So no matter the type of vehicle, you'll be able to get a good way. So with the dash mount, you actually have even two ways. So number one is you can mount it to a window, and number two, you can mount it to a flat dash if you have it. And even if your dash is a little bit on the poorer side, you do have this base plate that does come with it, with a sticker, so the base plate will go onto your dash, and then the suction mount will attach right on top, and you don't have to attach it to a windshield. And especially if you have like a very large SUV, the windshield might be way too far in front of you, so mounting it to a dash this way would probably work better for you. So let's start with the mount. So on the back of the mount, you have this threaded nut. Unscrew it, take the nut off, and then let's say, for example, if you want to mount it to the dash. So let's move this up. And we'll talk about this in a second. So take the nut, put it on here, then clip it on, and then just start screwing it in place. So let's say you have it mounted, you're going to have three different adjustments on here. You have the threaded lock on here, and then on the side here you have this, which will let you adjust the angle of the mount, lock it down. Then this will let you extend or collapse the mount that you have. And then finally this one is going to let you adjust. It's a ball joint, so it'll let you adjust the mount in any position you want, whether you want to have your phone vertical, whether horizontal, or at what type of an angle. So with this mount, right here you have a button. Press the button down and it'll expand out. And this also has adjustable base. So if you have a larger phone, this will probably be a better mount for you, because when you lock this down, your phone is going to be a little bit more well balanced. Now, if you're going to be holding your phone in the vertical position, it's not going to make that much of a difference. However, if you hold your phone in a horizontal position, you're going to have the weight more evenly distributed. And while it's not going to be as big of an issue with, let's say, a standard iPhone, with your larger Android phones or your iPhone 13 Maxes or Note, whatever, the big ones, it's nice that you can actually extend and change the center of gravity on this mount, because then you're going to have it a little bit more well balanced. So definitely a very nice mount. I expect it's going to last for quite a long time. It is made fairly nicely and you have no problem with it. And actually, one thing I did realize I didn't talk about, so you have this. So as on some of the cheaper mounts on VANMASS, you have a lever that works with the suction. Here you have this turn wheel, so you just turn it to the left and it'll actually suck it in, as you can see, and then boom, this will unlock it. So definitely a very nice mount, and once again, it's universal, so it'll work with all of your phones. I mean, unless they make something that's really huge or really tiny. And once again, to release it, press the button and it's gonna open up and will let you extend the phone. So like I said, this one is, I have an LG V60, which is pretty wide, As you can tell, I mean, there's a lot more rooms, even so if you have like a larger case or like a wallet case, this will probably be a good way to go. Boom, press it down, and it's going to lock it in place. So this is the new upgraded VANMASS phone mount.